Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Can you see? Okay. Uh-oh. Hey everybody. Can y'all see me really good or no? Making sure my phone is off. All the sounds are off. Hey, Carmen and Judy and Coca-Cola 30 and Terry and Francis, Eveline. Hey, Holly, Denise, Sharon Davenport, Judy, Sean, Pamela, Kat, Ron, C. Mills, Kristen, Miss Victoria, Melissa. I feel like I know who HTVRONT is, but I can't remember the name. Hey, Y. Roberts. Hey, everybody. Sharon Jordan, Mary D, Lachey, Mary Polk, Chris, Rosetta, Daisy B, Mary. There's a lot of Marys in my Facebook group. Faye, Anna, Miranda, Helen, Demps. Hey, moderator extraordinaire. This is our goal to learn how to print large from Leonardo Design Studio Pro. Hopefully y'all can see it really good. Hopefully y'all can see it really good. Hopefully y'all are also having a great day. Hopefully y'all are having a great day. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all something really quick. Hey, Fern and Monique, Rosemary. Hey, Sophie Bradley, D. Wilson. Hey, y'all. Hey, Unbiased, thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much. Y'all want to know a fun fact about me? True story, fun fact, true story. Well, first let me say my say. This is a live. I might talk to the people. I might say hi to the people. I might sing. I might dance. I might talk about stuff that's not related to crafting. If that's not your thing, click off. Okay, because this is probably going to happen. Okay, it's probably going to happen. And lately, I've seen one or two comments from people that they could have just took that to the grave. You could have just took that right on to the grave. Nobody needed to know it. Hey, Louise. Okay, happy birthday. Let me see who that was. Hey, Y. Roberts, happy birthday. Your sponsor is about to get crunked up. And when I say one or two, I'm not gonna let one or two ruin it for everyone, but I do want to make sure I say that you're not obligated to be here. I do appreciate you being here. I would love for you to stay here. But if me saying hi to you is going to trigger you in some way, go do something that's gonna make you happy. Y'all know I'm not dealing with it. Hold on for a second. And we're back. Yes, he is. They have spoiled him and he has to be trained again. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hey, Nicole. The who? Rap room lady. Oh, romper room lady. Oh, anyway. But anyway, y'all. So listen, before I go live, so I know sometimes when I come on here, my face is like ashy. It's because I take a shower before I go live, just in case I'm tired. When I get off live, I can just go to bed. I want to say that. So sometimes my face is ashy because I don't really like to put lotion on my face. It's just like me. Just fun fact, in case you wanted to know that. All right. So today he does like the Full House, but he takes advantage of the girls because they baby him. They actually don't even call him Milo, they call him baby. They don't they I think that he might think his name is baby. They like, baby, you want to go outside? Baby want a snack? Where is baby? They actually treat him like a baby. But so thank you, Victoria's Creations. Thank y'all. So there's that. And he has been really acting up, really acting up since they've been home. Like, y'all, like back to chewing up the trash, back to like just doing stuff that he has stopped doing. But anyway, so today we are printing large from Leonardo Design Studio. And I did practice just one tumbler. I practiced this one right here, and it came out really cute or whatever. You know, I was going to do a chicken. You know, I was going to do something that had to do with the chicken. And it came out really cute. But I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try harder to pull the tape tighter. Because I mean, if you could see. I don't know what that is. Okay. Right here, I mean, you can see the seam. I do feel like I printed it at the right size. However, I could still print it a little bit bigger. This is a 20 ounce. I have a 30 ounce to test out too. I still feel like I could have printed it a little bit bigger, just to give, you know, a little more, you know, wiggle room or whatever. But the colors came out really good and all of that. So I want to try it again. I do have a 30 ounce. I'm using this tumbler press right here, the one from HTVRONT, the newest one. And with this, if you want to do a 40 ounce tumbler, you have to remove the handles. And I could not find any tumblers that I could remove the handles. I could only find this kind where the handles don't come off. So if I want to sublimate this one, I have to do it in my oven. Okay. So I still might do one just to show you like the printing, but I wouldn't be able to do it in this because this handle doesn't come off. Okay. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I don't know what keeps happening with this. Oh, no, I didn't do that. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So in terms of materials, I'm using a 20 ounce tumbler. Like I said, I also have a 30 ounce tumbler right here. This one is a gold holographic tumbler that came from. No, this is not. This can't be 30 ounces. They're the same size, I think. Let me see. This is like a 20 ounce. I wrote gold. I wrote down that it was. These are the same. This has to be a 20 ounce tumbler. This came from Heat Transfer Warehouse. I don't know why I wrote down 30 ounces, but I can grab a 30 ounce tumbler. The HTVRONT tumbler press. I might try to use this, but let me show y'all this little thing right here to help me to hold the tumbler in place. Hold on, let me show you. That gold is pretty, huh? Hey, Terrell, this right here. But I lost one of the screws, so I've been having to kind of like try to make it work. I'm using a tape measure, just my regular tape measure that I always use. I do have this one from Michaels. I don't really use this one very often. And the size that I use is not going to matter. What will matter is you measuring your tumblers. Okay, so whatever tumblers you get, even if you have the exact same tumblers I have, like even if you use these exact same ones, still measure yours to make sure the sizing is right. Okay. I'm also using butcher paper, and I'm using Sublimation paper, the 11 by 17 size. My printer is an Epson EcoTank 15,000. It is on sale right now for $449. I paid $599 for that. And I have been so proud of myself for not buying another one, just to have, just because. My tape is Cricut heat resistant tape. I thought I put it in this little box so I could have everything in one place. But maybe I didn't. Okay, maybe I didn't. Maybe I'll put it right here. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I use Cricut heat resistant tape, and I keep it in this little hedgehog tape dispenser. It's my favorite tape, and it's perfect because it fits perfectly in this little hedgehog tape dispenser. My ink is Hippo Sublimation ink. That's the only sublimation ink I've ever tried. I haven't tried any other brand. I don't have a need to try any other brand. It works perfectly for me. So that's it. I know, Max. Like, I know. I'm trying to be good. I'm really trying to be good. I feel like there's something on my nose. I'm really trying to be good. That's why I haven't bought one, but it's hard. Okay. Hey, Donzel. Hey, Elevate. Yes, the chickens. All right. And then if time permits, what I really want to do is just look at this. This is the new HTVRONT. It's called a H1 mini press, and they gave me one to give away. So if we have time, I will do a giveaway of this. But I will turn on subscribers mode only, and you will have to be subscribed for a certain period of time in order to participate in that giveaway. And the giveaway will only be open to U.S. residents. Okay, so if we have time, hopefully we will. I want to do a giveaway of one of these. Okay, I haven't opened it. I just took it out of the outside packaging today. So I don't know anything about it. I don't know how it's different or better, or or anything. I don't know anything about it. Oh, it looks like y'all know, and I'm blind. I'm blind. Okay, let me see what that's. Set the appropriate temperature. Okay, because you can set the temperature right there on the side. That's new. Okay. All right, we'll look at that later though. I don't know how it's any different. Blind. And you know that I don't know. I like the other one already because I don't know. Anyway, so we'll look at that if we have time, okay? Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Let me also say this as a reminder, and I know y'all probably tired of hearing it, especially if you heard me say this 3 times, but I definitely want to make sure people know. So this is a series that my husband created. It's called the Infinity series. This first template is called Infinite Love. That's the one I'm wearing. I also made an SVG for it. If you purchase this, because there are a lot of people I know who have purchased this template. And what I said is, if you have already purchased this template from my Etsy shop and you want the regular cut file, all you have to do is go into where your purchase is on Etsy, not by email, not by Messenger, not on Instagram, not anywhere else. You have to do it from Etsy. Okay, go into wherever you made the purchase in Etsy and just say, Delonda, please send me the cut file. I will send it to you. That's the only place I'm sending it. I'm not sending it from email. I'm not sending it from Messenger. I'm not doing any of that because I've been very, very clear about what I'm asking you to do. And if you don't want it, it's perfectly fine. But let me show you what the cut file looks like. Hey, Meredith. Okay. Because I had 2 people that email me and say, I'm not doing it. Okay, so here is what the cut file looks like. This is actually Peter's hoodie, right? And if you've already purchased this in my Etsy shop and this is not already there, I did not make this like a separate thing that you could purchase. You will get this free if you just send me a message in Etsy and say, send me the cut file, and I will send it to you. Okay? All right. Are we good on that? Are we clear on that? Are we clear? Okay. So if you bought the rhinestone templates and you want this, just go to Etsy and say, please send me the cut file from your purchase. Okay. Because you can look at your purchases and you can see, where you bought this. This is the first one. This is the Infinite Love. Now, I did not make the SVG for the Immeasurable Love template. I didn't make one for that. This offer is only available for this template. Okay. All right. Thank y'all. I'm sorry for being a broken record. Okay. All right. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Now let's get to the things. All right. So in addition to all of those things that I just showed you, I'm also using I'm using Juliet today, and I'm using Leonardo Design Studio. I'm trying, Mary. I'm trying. Thank you. Look, little Kiki is telling y'all. She's right here. If you have the rhinestone template, just send the message in Etsy and I will send it to you. Okay. All right. And that way I can keep track of who I sent it to. But if I'm sending it from here and from there, I can't do that. So do it from Etsy. It's all coming from one place. I will do it later, Mary Polk, but I want to make sure everybody who already purchased the rhinestone template gets it, because Etsy does not like refunds, and they don't like that, right? If somebody's saying like, I need a refund because I bought it twice, or I didn't know this was free and all of that. But so I'm trying not to have to do that. All right. And I might just put a time limit on it and say, well, if you don't ask for it by now, then you just have to pay for it. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So in addition to, like I said, the tumblers and stuff, the paper, the printer, the ink, all of those things, I'm using my Juliet and I'm using Leonardo Design Studio. So we're going to go there now. The files, I'm using files from Creative Fabrica. I love Creative Fabrica. It's easy enough, and I don't believe in reinventing the wheel. Okay. All right. So I don't know why I labeled this as a 30 ounce. I know these are the exact same size. I don't even know why I did that. But I'm going to print this one again. I'm going to show you all of my settings and stuff. And hopefully it will help you in some way. Okay. All right. So let's go into Leonardo Design Studio. Maybe after we print the first one, we can test out this little HTVRONT. Maybe that's what we can do. We'll see. Hopefully that will work. Hopefully that will work. Anybody new to Leonardo Design Studio? Anybody new to it? Like new, like I never even looked at it. I have it, but I never touched it. Anybody? Hey, Delonda entered the studio. You are, Latasha? Okay. You are? Okay. All right. So I'll go slow. I'll try my best to go slow to make sure you like really, really understand all the things. Okay. All right. Let's open it up. And I hope that let me say this before I go in there too. Y'all, another thing I do is I have a little fit. I go into a little fit every time before I go live because I get really nervous. And I'm prayerful that, I answer your questions and that I do things in a way that's clear and easy for you to understand, and in a way that you can connect with. So I pray about it. And I have a little tantrum before every live. I just want y'all to know that. Okay. I want you to, in case you were wondering, what does Delonda do before she goes live? She takes a shower. Okay. And she prays for the people. Okay. I pray that I'm clear. All right. Always just can't help myself. Can't even help it. Even if I tried, I couldn't. All right. So this is This is what it looks like, right? This is what it looks like when you just open it up for the first time. Thank you. Okay, and now I know you see a lot of tabs right here at the top, but yours won't look like that for the first time. Yours is just going to be like one tab. Mine has a lot of tabs because one of the things that I love about this software is that you can open multiple pages at one time. So I can, you know, if this is my first time opening this software for the first time ever in my life, and I wanted to just type my name, I could come right, see where I am right here, whereas you see that T? See where I am right here, this little menu down here? Well, Terrell, since they took the templates out of Design Space, you might as well get used to it. Hey, Gina B, thank you. See where I am down here? You should have a menu that looks like this. This is where you will grab your text box. So I can click on that T and I can just type my name, right? So I can just type Delonda. And I can, you know, look through here, and this is where I'll see all of my different fonts and all the things, right? So let's just say I wanted my name to be in this font right here called Signature. Oh my gosh, it's pretty. Okay, so anyway, I will keep that, and I have it on Auto-Weld. So since this is a script font and my letters are touching, you might want to keep it together, or if it looks a little bit off to you, then you can turn that Auto-Weld off. Okay, but you can, you know, bold it or not. You can make the font size bigger right here. See what I'm doing? I'm just making it bigger, 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 bigger. It don't look like it's getting bigger, but it is. And all the things, right? Another thing about this software that I love, and that's not really the goal of this tutorial, and I don't want to do too much, is that any font that has glyphs, I can see the glyphs in here. I don't have to have a separate app to see the glyphs. So let's see if this font right here has any glyphs. I don't know if it does, but let's just see. Okay, it does. So let's see if I want to change anything or add anything. Okay, so like, see this D right here? Let's just say I didn't want to use the D, this D that I have already in my name. If I just backspace to remove that D, I could use this one. And you see how pretty that is? I can click apply. So you see that? And I can change the color of it to, what do you know, red, right? Yeah, this is in the Pro version. Okay, you see that? And I think that's really pretty. I think that I love that. I mean, first of all, I don't even remember where I got that far. I think it's pretty, but I love the fact that the glyphs are already in there, and I don't have to like go out, copy the glyph, come back in, paste it in. I love that. I love that. So that's already a benefit over using other software where you don't have the glyphs already built in. It welds it, just like in Cricut Design Space where you have to go in and weld it. It automatically does it. It says what it is: auto weld, like automatically welding. Yep. So I love that. Now with this one, and let me just tell you, I don't always use Auto-Weld, because if you look at my name, you can see that the lowercase letters they're like up, and they really need to be down. They need to be down here. They need to be down here aligned with the D. You see what I'm saying? But they're all the way up here, and I don't like that. See that? Let me make it bigger. See that? See how the lowercase letters, they're not aligned with the D. And I don't like the way they're touching. So a lot of times I don't use Auto-Weld. So when the letters come in, I move them. Yeah. So that's why I don't always use Auto-Weld. But right now they're welded. You see what I'm saying? So if I were to go back in there, right, go back in here, I would just take that off. I would uncheck auto weld because you don't have to, but you will have to remember to turn it off because it's automatically on. That check mark is automatically there. You would have to remember to turn it off. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off and then click apply. And then now my letters are not welded. And you can see that they're like cut. I don't know if you can see it, but let me get close. So you can see there's a cut line there now because I turned the auto weld off. See that? Between the D and the A. Y'all see that? Okay, so since I unchecked it, I can actually move it over. Let me see. Let me right click and go to paths and ungroup paths. And if I look at my layers panel, I can see that I have individual shapes now. So I can take this A and I can move it over. Now, hopefully y'all have your craft journal out. Y'all have your craft journal? Y'all have your craft journals out? If you got your craft journal out, put a red heart. If you got your craft journal out, put a red heart. Okay, Brenda. All right, just a country girl. Arlene. Okay. Kristen said that's what replay is for. Not all the time. Okay, Denise. Okay. All right. So look, now you see I have the letter A selected, and y'all, I'm not really trying to go too much into like the software because really we were supposed to be just looking at the print features. But because I know that so many of you are new to this software, that's why I'm trying to go a little bit slow, but I don't want this to really be the focus. Okay. Yes, if you don't have the cutter, Tracy, but you have the pro version of the software, you can still do anything. You can save your file as an SVG, a PNG, a PDF. You can save it as whatever, and you can take it to whatever other software you want. Software January. Okay. So look, you see how I have the A selected? Let's say, for example, I wanted to move the letter A over. Let's say I wanted to move the letter A over to the right. See, this is my right. Y'all used to sing Father Abraham at Vacation Bible School? Father Abraham has many sons, and many sons has Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. No? No? Yes? Yes. Y'all see where I am? I got my right. Okay. Yes. No. No. Yes. So here's my keyboard, right? If I move this A over to the right, watch how big it is. Watch. See how big that jump is? All I did was click the right arrow one time. You saw how big that jump was? Now I'm going to put it back. But if I hold my shift key, if I hold the shift key on my keyboard and then I press the arrow, watch the jump. If I hold my shift key, here's my shift key, shift key, and the arrow, I'm holding my shift key. See that? It moved, but you could barely tell. Did you see that? It moved, but you could barely even tell. So if I'm holding my shift key and moving that A, it only moves a little bit. See that? It's moving. You can barely tell, but it is. See that? Okay. So when you are working with script font, let me stop sharing so y'all can see my lips. How y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling? I don't want to overwhelm you because we haven't even gotten to what we came to do yet. How are y'all feeling? Okay. Okay. If you're working with script font, font that's curly, font that's connected, font that's like looks like cursive, font that you want to touch, I personally do not auto weld. Let me say that again. That doesn't mean you don't have to do it. You can do it if you want. I just don't do it because I don't feel like it does a good job of putting the letters where I want them. Like I feel like I always need to make adjustments, especially, oh my gosh, especially with uh the letter R. Lowercase r never connects well, in my opinion. It never connects well. So I always have to move it. And if you do the auto weld, then it's just more steps. So I just don't auto weld when there's a script font. All right. Okay. All right. I got that. Then once I get it all where I want it, then I can just go back and weld it. Okay. Okay. I'm going back in. All right. So I'm moving this back over. I'll hold my shift key and move it back over. Okay, so you see how that A, so I'm still moving it over because I don't want the curve right here of this D to like be sticking out like that. And that's what auto weld does. So I don't really like that. So I would just keep moving it over like this until that curve is gone. Like that. Now that looks good to me, right? And then if I was wanting to continue, I would select the D and the A, right? Just the D and the A. And I can look at my layers panel, look at my layers panel. See where my layers panel is right here? See where my layers panel is right here? I know that I have two letters selected. I can tell that I have two letters selected. Yeah, I'm sure I downloaded that font. I don't remember where from, but I did. So now I'm moving the D and the A together. See where I am? Just moving it over. Oh, that's looking good. Oh, that looks so good. So let me zoom out. If you want to zoom out, if you press F4, see I'm pressing F4, F4, F4 to zoom out, F3 to zoom in. See that? Thank you. See that? No. To select the layers panel, it's just right here. This is layers and then this is colors. This is layers. See where I am? Layers and colors. Layers and colors. See that? See that? Okay. To select each letter. What do you? Oh, you can. Yes, yes. Just a country girl. Yes, you can. That's a great question. The only reason I did not do that is because once you ungroup the letters, they're not considered as letters anymore. They're considered as shapes. And because I don't know what shape it is, it's just easier for me to select them. But I can select one, like I can select the A and hold my shift key and then select the D and then select the N like that. I can do that. And I can look and see that I have 3 letters selected. And then I can still move it over. But I like the way the A, the D, and the N are already connected. I like the O. Now, what I would move is, let me look at that D. See how that loop in the D is touching the L? I don't really like that. So I might make that D a little bit, more narrow like that. And maybe like move it, or maybe taller. Let me see if I make it taller like that, and then bring it back out. But I will play with it a little bit so that it's not touching this L, because I don't really like that. We're getting way, 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 way off track, but you understand what I'm saying. Hopefully you do. Okay, so then I will move the L over. Now I'll move the E over. And then I would select all of this, and I would hold my shift key and I would just move it all down. And over. Girl, you better be having a fancy looking name. Come on, fancy name. Even though that D is not really doing what I needed to do. Yeah, that's better. That's fine. I would keep it like that. And then I would select all of it, and then I would, group it, or I would go back down here and then just weld it. So it's one thing. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about a mat. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. All right. So what I was saying about all these tabs at the top, let's revisit this really quick, and then we'll get into the printing. So I'm going to kind of zoom out again. I want you to kind of look up here. See where I am up here? Let's say I had, 3 projects to work on at a time, right? Let's say I wanted to, make a mouse pad, and I wanted to make a t-shirt, and I wanted to make a tumbler, right? And I want to do all of it from in here, right? I'm gonna bring in all of my files. I'm gonna, bring in all the things and do all the things, right? I can open a new tab that won't impact the tab I already opened. So I can come here and I can start typing, or I can bring in another image. I can, go, let me see my recent. Let me import. Here's my little chickens again, right? So I can click on next, and I can click on next. I can, bring in this image again. I can click next, and next I'm not changing it at all, right? And let's say I wanted to come over here and make a tapered tumbler. So I want one that's a straight tumbler, and I want one that's a tapered tumbler. And I can click next, and I can click next, and I can keep clicking next. And none of these tabs impact the other tab. Okay? So I love that. I love that I can be working on a lot of things at one time. Now you can only send one job at a time, but I can open as many tabs as I want to. When I was making that Scrabble ornament, I had a lot of different tabs open, because once I got it to where I wanted, I opened another tab and I started like bringing my design over. Okay. Does that make sense? So I have made a video about like features that I like about Leonardo Design Studio and things that I love about Caesar Romeo. But I honestly could make a whole other video with things that I never even talked about. I really could, because there are a lot of things that I like. The one thing they don't have that I want so bad, and I did put in my suggestion in their suggestion box when they ask for feedback is, and I'm gonna just tell y'all the one thing that I don't like. I'm gonna stop sharing and tell you that, and then we're gonna get to the things. The one thing they don't have that I wish they had is auto save. Because one day I was working on a project and the power went out in my neighborhood, and I had to start over because it does not save your work automatically. So if there's a power outage or it shuts down or whatever, you know, I spilled coffee on my computer and whatever, I lose everything. You will lose your work because there's no auto recover, auto save feature. Yes, Brenda, you can. That's the only thing so far that I was like, man, I wish they had that. So I used to want them to have the t-shirt templates, but Cricut Design Space don't even have that anymore. So I don't care about that. They used to have the good templates, I felt like, but they don't even have that anymore. So okay. All right. So y'all ready to go back in? Let me get into the thing. Yeah, you can save as you go. You can even make notes about your project, which is another thing I love. But the auto save, they don't have that. So I don't know if they're coming out with it or, you know, even considering it. Or I don't know. I don't know, but I know that the last time I checked, they didn't have it. All right. So let's just say I wanted to, because somebody asked about copy and paste. What is this? So like, let's just say I wanted to go here and copy this over here. I can just go to copy and paste, and I can have two. I can have this one and that one. I can go, where's my name? I can right click and edit and copy and bring my name over here too. Silhouette has the best auto recover of any software I've ever seen in my life. Oh yeah, Chris and I agree. Silhouette Studio has the best letter saving whatever I've ever seen in all the softwares. Okay, y'all skimping on the likes. What y'all doing? What y'all doing with the likes? I see people reminding y'all what's going on. Let me see what's going on with the likes. I know it was on sale. I tried to tell my sister to get it. She waited, and then when she bought it, it was like $75, which is still more than, it was less than what I paid because I think I paid $99. So I'm like, oh well. Okay, let me see what y'all at. Oh yeah, no. What are y'all doing? 248 people in here and 90 something likes. What y'all doing? What are y'all doing? I see 248 from here. That's what it's on this side. Okay. All right, so we're good. Now, let's talk about the printing. All right, let's talk about the printing. All right, so let's just go to let's go to this tab. Look, we'll go back to this. I'm just going to delete this because I really don't need this. And I'm going to import the file that I just had. Now, I'm bringing it in as a print and cut. When you bring in an image, let me go ahead and bring it in first. I'm not changing anything here because this is a Tumbler route image anyway. All right, let's look over here first, okay? And this is where you would need to know about your printer. You really do need to like know what printer you're using, your printer capabilities, the size of the paper and everything. This box up here, right here to the right, this box is really all about like your page setup, okay? So right here, it says, let's go to a new page. Let's just start fresh. Let me bring that image in again. I'm clicking on import and I'm bringing in the image. This file came from Creative Fabrica. All right. So look right here. it says artboard cutting mat. If I look right here, it says the size is, well, first of all, it says that I'm looking at a material roll. I also have the option to have this set as a cutting mat. So if I look right here and put it on cutting mat, this is what a cutting mat would look like. Okay, this is what a cutting mat would look like. If I was using a Caesar cutting mat, that's what it would look like. And right here it says standard Caesar mat, a large mat, 12 by 24, a generic mat. You have different sizes, generic 12 by 15, generic 24 by 24, or you can do a custom mat. Even though I normally use Cricut mats, I'll just keep it on like standard Caesar mat. Even though it's a Cricut mat, it's still a 12 by 12. Or you can put it on material roll. It doesn't matter. Okay. Typically, when I'm printing from here, I will change this to match the size of the paper. Let me say that again. When I'm printing from here, I change this, I change the view to match the size of the paper. So I told y'all I'm using 11 by 17 paper, right? That's what this is right here, 11 by 17. So I don't need it on cutting mat. I'm going to go right here to material roll. And right here, I would change this to 11 by 17. See that? Can you see how it's a rectangle and it's 11 by 17? Can y'all see that? Thank you, Em. Okay, so if you were using 8.5 by 11, you would change yours to 8.5 by 11. If you were using 13 by 19, change it to 13 by 19. This can go as big as your printer can go. Now, my printer can print up to 13 by 19 because I have the Epson EcoTank 15,000, right? Well, I wouldn't set it to the size of the picture. I wouldn't, because my printer won't even recognize that, right? I need to set it to something that my printer will recognize, Felicia. Okay, but that's a good question. Okay, so I normally set mine to the size of the paper. Now, you don't have to set it like this, because let's just say my image is more landscape, like it's wide instead of tall. I could change it to this. Now look at where it is right now, right? Right now it's on portrait mode, but I could change it to 17 by 11. And then my paper is going to be wide. See that? Y'all see that? Hey, Linda. Material, I would just keep it on material roll. Yeah. Even though I'm still going to be putting it on a mat. Even though I'm still going to put it on a mat. Okay. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. So if I wanted to print my picture, big like this, then I do want my paper to be wide, right? Or, or if these chickens were bigger, tall, then I would want my paper to be portrait instead of landscape. Okay. But also, see right here, it says paper size for print and cut. Normally, I also right here where it says page marks, I will click that so the page marks are out here, not necessarily hugging the picture. Okay, because like let's just say I want to have another one. Let's say I want to do edit, copy, edit, paste, right? And I want to have one right here. Let's say I want to have a little baby picture right here, right? I could do that. Or if I want to, have like edit, let's say I want to add another one, right? Just want to have like 2 babies and a big one. And just make use of all the space. See what I'm saying? Okay, so I don't want to do that, but if I wanted to, I could. Okay, because I got all that space. Like, so what am I going to do with all that space? I could, but I might not necessarily want to. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just delete those because I really don't need them, but I wanted you to see that. So keep the, page marks. Okay. Now also right here, see where it says this little printer icon? See where I am right here? See where I am right here? This little printer icon? See that? You see that? I keep turning my back because so y'all know like where I am. Y'all see that? Okay. So if I click on that printer icon, it's going to bring up my printer. So my Epson EcoTank 15,000, I can click on the properties, right? And I will be using the 11 by 17 mirrored. And I already have my settings established, right? And I could, say I want to make sure it's going to print from the paper tray. Everything is good to go, right? I can say that I keep mine on print preview, right? So I can click OK. And then right here is a paper size 11 by 17. The source is the paper tray. It says right here it's on portrait. I could change it to landscape if I wanted to, right? I could if I wanted to. I can just click OK. So right now it's back to portrait because I left it on portrait. But what I can do is just move my picture over like this and then uncheck that page marks and then it'll just hug it again, or I can just recheck it and it'll hug the paper instead of the picture. Either way is fine. Hey, Andrea. Go back to page marks. Okay. Right here, this. Right here. If I click this, if I click page marks, it's just going to hug the picture. Because right now it's hugging the page, but I can make it so it's hugging the picture. Either way is fine. Either way is fine. Hey, Beth. So right now it's hugging the picture. If I click this, it's going to hug the page. Hugging the picture, hugging the page. I don't move right here. I'm just, see where I am? See, follow my mouse. See where my mouse is? My mouse is biggie. I'm just moving over here, moving right here. If I click on that little box like that. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now I would measure my tumbler, right? I would need to measure this to see like what's the size of the tumbler. Now, I think this is where some people go wrong because they assume that since we're using the same brand and the same size tumblers that they should just use the size that I use. But really you shouldn't. You should not use the same size that I use. You should measure your tumbler and make sure of the size. Don't use the size I use because mine might be wrong, right? I might be doing mine wrong, right? So get a tape measure and you want to measure around the brown cow has speckled spots. Take the lid off. You don't need the lid on. I'm going to stop sharing. How y'all feeling? Here's my tumbler. Nothing inside. Putting my tape measure at the top. Going all the way to the bottom. So it's 8 inches. See that? From the top of the tumbler. The only reason I wouldn't go all the way to the top is if I had a tumbler that had like something like a metal at the top, then I wouldn't measure all the way at the top. But this one doesn't, right? It's plain. So I will go all the way to the top. This is 8. It's right at 8 inches, right? So 8 inches is the height. And then I will go around. I would take this and I will go all the way around. And this is right at, let me look at it. Look at the tick marks. Hold on, let me make sure you can see the tick marks. All right, so you see between the 3 and the 4. So let's count how many tick marks. One, let's see if I can show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 marks, right, between the 3 and the 4. So that means it's 8 in between each one. So, right? So if I do 3.5, that's the halfway mark in between the 3 and the 4. So if I look at my tumbler, and mine is right on the 9. So it's on the 9. I'm going to show y'all 9 point. It's at the 9.3. So it's like 9 3/8. Okay. See that? See, there's the 9. And I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. 3/8. 9 3/8. What's 9 3/8 as a decimal? Hey. Okay, Kristen says 9.375. Okay, so I'm going to remember that the size of my tumbler, if I want to get it exactly right, is 9.375, right? So when I go back in there, I'm going to put in that measurement, 9.375 by 8, because 8 was the height. 8 was how tall it was. Okay, so but even if you get these exact tumblers, you're going to still use your measuring tape and you're going to measure yours. Okay, even if you have these exact same ones, because they could have changed it. They could have made it a little wider. They could have made it a little taller. They could have changed it up, because I bought these a long time ago, right? They might not even be the exact same, even though they look the same. You still want to know the measurement of yours, because otherwise you're printing for no reason. Okay. Okay. And measure it with the lid off, because you don't need to measure the lid. You're not sublimating the lid. Okay. All right, I'm going back in, y'all. How y'all feeling? I know this is a lot. We already been on for 58 minutes. I feel like this is a lot. Sometimes I beat myself up about that. Y'all feeling good? Okay. All right. Okay, we're going back in. If y'all need me to repeat something, or if you ask a question and I miss it, just ask it again, okay? Because sometimes I miss stuff and I'm not trying to. All right. Okay. All right. So we're back in there. Now I showed you at the top, right up here, this is just basically how you set up your page. That's all that's for up here, is just setting up your page. Nothing else up here is really what you need, unless you just want to have like a dark background. That's that. This is to hide the grid. If you just want to have a plain grid, like you just be like a plain piece of white paper, you can do that. It's perfectly fine. But down here, this is where you have your layers panel. This is where you add color. This is where you do all the stuff. But right here, see where I am right here? Here's my image. Here's my image right here. And right now, the size of my image is 9.347 by 8.243. And the proportions are not locked. I know you can't see that, and there's really no way for me to zoom this part in. I don't think. Let me see. No, because it's only going to zoom that. I can't really zoom that in so you can see it, but just trust me when I say that right now it says, oh, you can see it on here though. You can see the size. It says 9.347. And then over here it says by 8.243. All right. So, let me also say this. If I hold my space bar down, see my space bar? This is my space bar. I don't know if y'all can see it. This is my, hold on. This is my space bar. If I hold my space bar down, I can move my page over. Let me show you what I mean by that. If I hold the space bar down, see where I'm holding the space bar down, I can move the image over. I can move it over here, move it over there, move it up, move it down. See that? I'm holding the space bar. See that? Can y'all see that? Okay, so just in case you want to know that. All right, so I'm gonna zoom back out. All right, so I'm changing the size though, because what did we say the size was? 9.375. 9.375 by 8. Okay, that's the size of my, that's the size of my tumbler. So that's the size of my image. Okay, so now I can go ahead and lock this. I can go ahead and lock it now because I'm finished. Any questions about this before I print this? Okay. Now, let me also say that I love printing from Silhouette Studio. Oh, I don't. Because they want to make sure it's going to overlap, but I'm going to just try it just like this. I love printing from Silhouette Studio. I do. I love printing from Silhouette Studio because you can print bigger, right? But you can also print bigger from here, and it will cut it for you. So I don't have to print here and then try to figure out how to cut it and have a good ruler and, make sure I got it straight and hopefully I got enough overlap and, do all the things, right? I don't have to do that because my Juliet is going to cut this. My Juliet is going to cut this for me, which is great because I need all the extra cutting help I can get because I'm terrible at it. Okay, I'm terrible. All right, so let me also say that if I wanted to put this image on like 8.5 by 11, it would not fit. But let me just show you just to be on the safe side. All right, so let me just go to edit, copy, and let me open a new tab and let me just paste it. And let's see. Let's change the size. Let's see. Let's try to do 8.5 by 11. All right, let's try 11 by 8.5. Okay, let's turn on the page marks. Let's see. So let's see. It's not going to allow me to print on 8.5 by 11 because it's too big. It is showing me it's red. You see my picture is not dark, so it's not going to work. All right, so let me try 8.5 by 14. See if that'll work. 8.5 by 14. It looks like it will work. Let me try these. 8.5 by 14 might work, which will be great. And let me tell you why. 8.5 by 14 would be, if I turn the image the other way, you saying? Well, I do. For this, Kristen, yes. If you don't have this wide format printer and you have a regular sublimation printer like a ET2805 or 2850, 8.5 by 14 will work. Okay. You're saying rotate the image. Let's see. Rotate the image to what? Eight and a half by 11. Let me rotate it back. Let's try it. Let me turn it one more time so it's face up. Oh, wait, hold on. I'll try it. I'm nervous. Let me see. I'm gonna click send. It looks good. Oh, wait. Let me see. I do want it to be. Let me try it. I hope it works. Let me put paper in. I don't have paper in there. Hold on. I do have some 8.5 by 11 paper right here. I'm gonna try it. But you see, no, the arrow is cut off. See that? Let me click cancel. See this arrow right here? It's cut off. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it because this arrow is cut off. I'm not gonna do that. But I will try. Let me try 8.5 by 14. Let me try 8.5 by 14. I want that arrow to show up. me see. If it doesn't show up on the print preview, then I'm not going to print it because I just want to be sure. And I don't want to waste paper just to prove a point. I have no desire to do that. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I know y'all can't see. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. That arrow is where you set it. And I think they said like you don't need the arrow anymore, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to print without it. So I'm still going back to what I had, the 11 by 17, and I'm going to print the way I wanted to do it. All right, so I have it on page marks. You could print it like this, or you could do it where it's hugging the image. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to click Send Design. And then right here, it just says all artwork that fits on the page. I'm going to click Send. And then I can see the arrow right here. And right here, I'm going to select Desktop and recenter. Let me click on Set Print Size. And I'm using 11 by 17 paper from the paper tray. I'm going to click OK. Let's move this down. All right. And then I'm also going to click Send to Printer. All right. And then going to my properties. 11 by 17. And I have it set right here for to mirror right here. So I'm not going to mirror in my printer settings. So right here, I'm just turning this mirror off because otherwise they would cancel each other out. I'm gonna click OK, and I'm gonna click OK again. Let me make sure. Put it on landscape like that. I think it's right. Let me see. So my print preview should match this. It does. And I'm going to click print. Let me put paper in. And I'll show y'all my printer. No, this one? Yeah, I haven't had good luck without the arrow. So I'm putting my paper in the printer. Haven't had good luck. But I think Patrick did say something about you don't need the arrow anymore or something like that. But honey child. Yo, I think oh wait, Bobby was telling me the size changed. That's what you were saying, Bobby. Oh, let me go back. I can see it now. The size is different. That's what you were saying. 9.375. Why is it different? Oh, because it's recognizing the arrows, Bobby. That's fine. That's why. That's why. It's recognizing the arrow, so it's fine. It should work. All right. Scared me for a minute. All right, I'm gonna put this on the floor for a second. Hopefully y'all are doing great, and I didn't miss any questions, and I didn't confuse y'all. Hopefully I didn't. Hopefully I did not. I do not. Me too, Bobby. When I looked at it again, I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's not right. All right, but anyway, when you do your print preview, make sure your print preview matches what you see right here, and that the arrow, the direction of the arrow right here also matches what's on the print preview. Make sure your arrow is not over here and your your arrow is over here on your printed image. Like, make sure they're in the same spot. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing so I can do the thing. All right, so I'm gonna be cutting from I'm gonna be cutting from Juliet, and I have her right there. And I'm using a Cricut mat because I like using Cricut mats. How y'all doing? Hopefully y'all are doing great. I'm gonna go back and share and show y'all something. You might want to write this down or come back to this part. And I will try to add chapters in the video. I will try to add chapters under the video and on the as the first pinned comment. But I want to show y'all something really quick before we go back, before we finish this part. Let me show y'all something really quick. I'm going to share screen. Share. All right, see this right here, this square right here, or this rectangle, whatever this is. Y'all see that? Hey, Jesse. Yeah, Brenda. If you try to do print, what there's called is not called print and cut. It's called it's called print and cut. Cricut is print then cut. There's this McDowell's. We're in McDonald's, same thing. If you try to do print and cut and you don't have a cut, you would have to go back into the software and make sure you turn on the cutting contours. Okay? So like, let's just say you were making some chicken stickers or whatever, Santa stickers or whatever stickers. If you don't have the cutting contours, you'd have to make sure you go back in and turn that on. Okay? Because sometimes that happens. I'll see people, they'll say, well, I'm not getting the option to cut. It's because you have to go in and turn on the cutting contours. I'll show you that, but not yet. We're going to do this first. Look at my long arms. Okay, so here's my image. Yeah. Okay, so there's my image. Let me stop sharing. All right, so here's my image. And I'm going to put this, basically I'm put it on the mat so that my Juliet will recognize it. I should have, I wonder if I could. I shouldn't. I guess I could still do it this way. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this off. It's still gonna recognize it, but watch. Because really, the Juliet is just gonna be looking for this little square, this little triangle right here. But I'm gonna just cut this off so it can fit on this mat. See that? See where I am right here? I should have moved my, maybe I can still do it, but I know you won't be able to see it really good. Let me see. I'll move it so y'all can see it. Now, if you have a Romeo, you know, you could be doing the same thing. There's a Romeo and a Juliet, basically same machine, one is bigger. That's the only difference. Hopefully this will reach. If it doesn't, you know what? I can plug it up over here. Wi-Fi. And mine is connected via Wi-Fi. All right, so there's my Juliet. I'm turning it on. All right, you can put the mat in through the front or through the back, either way. There's a lever in the back. You can just pull it down to release it. Please know that I'm at a disadvantage in this position to like see everything. So I'm trying to see and show you at the same time. We'll come around so I can kind of talk you through it. All right, let's see. Ooh, my rollers are dirty, but don't worry about if my rollers are dirty. Worry about if your rollers are dirty. All right, let me see what y'all can see. Let's see what y'all can see. All right, so right here, there's the blade housing, right? You can see that it's right here in this little corner. That's where you start. That's what this little triangle is for. That's the starting point. And right now I have my cut settings on 10 and 35. You can put your cut settings on whatever you feel comfortable with, by trying it out first. But I'm gonna keep mine on 10 and 35. 10 is the speed, 35 is the force, because this is just a piece of sublimation paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do is press, I'm going to click on the option to send this to the cutter or send this to the cutting machine. And what's going to happen is there's a camera that's inside. It's going to look for those lines. And then once it finds the 4 print lines or the 4 registration lines, it will cut that rectangle that you saw. Okay. See where, can you see it, Anna? Right here. It's just right there. I wish I had another piece that wasn't. Let me take this out so I can show you what I'm talking about. I'm moving the blade right here in this little corner, just anywhere in this corner. Okay. See that? The blade can just be right here, anywhere in this corner. That's why I try not to print without seeing that triangle. If I look at my print preview and I don't see that triangle, then I don't print. Now, like I said, I know, I think I heard Patrick say you don't need that triangle anymore, but I think he was talking to everybody except me because I still need it. Okay, I need it. Okay, so when other people say they don't need it, like I don't even need it, that's them. That's not me. Okay. And I might be wrong, but I think he said that. I don't know. I don't remember. My mind is these days is not so good. And it doesn't have to be in a perfect spot. It's just in that little corner somewhere. Okay. Oh, okay. So now I'm going to go back to the software and I'm gonna click on. Do y'all need to see this part in the software or no? Let me see what y'all are saying. Do y'all need to see where I am in the software? Oh, he did say that. Okay. I think he was talking to everybody except me. Okay, let me go back to the software. Let me go back and share what I'm talking about. Share a screen. Let's go back to that part. Share. go back. Okay, so this is where I was when I printed, right? But now I'm ready to cut. So I'm coming down here and my arrow is printed, it's right there. So I'm keeping it on use cutter settings. And I do have it on mirror because my image was printed and it was mirrored. And I'm using the Caesar standard blade, nothing special. And I'm going to click send to cutter. When I click that, you'll see, I'm going to give the options. It's going to show me that this is what it's planning to cut, right? And I can click OK. And then it's going to look for those little lines. And if it finds all 4 lines, it'll cut. If it doesn't, it won't. Let me stop sharing so y'all can see it really good, and I'll even let it cut again. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Now, let's just say I cut and it didn't cut all the way through. And I was like, oh man, it didn't cut all the way through. What am I gonna do? All I gotta do is go to this play button right here. Want me to bring the table down so you can see the play button, or you trust me that there's a play button right here in the middle? Right here on the screen, I can just press the play button and it'll cut in the exact same spot again. Okay. That's right. Hey, R. Lewis. Okay, so I'm gonna press play and just let it cut again. Because like, what if I'm just like, I'm not sure if it cut, right? I can just press play. It's gonna find those lines again. It's gonna cut in the same spot again. That only works if you don't take it out. See that? So I'm gonna go and check to make sure it did cut before I take it out. Okay, it cut. It cut really good, actually. So, see that? Oh, you don't? See that? So I need to get that off, but whatever. You don't check it, Eve? See that? And normally, if I print from Silhouette Studio and I print the size that I need, then I have to cut it, right? I have to try to get it closed and try to remove the white and try to do all the things. But from Leonardo, I can tell it what size I want it to print and what size I want it to cut. See that? And I love that. I love that actually, because I'm not good at cutting, and I'm not in denial about that, right? I'm not in denial about that. Okay, so now I could take this, get my tumbler, turn my tumbler upside down, and wrap it, and try to make sure it's gonna be good. Oh, it's gonna be good. You better be doing it good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. I did 10 and 35, but my blade is, not new. So yours might not need 35. You might be able to do yours with like 10 and 15 or 10 and 20, something like that. Okay, that looks good. That looks really good. See that? Oh, I just got to get it taped. See that? Right. Oh, yeah. So now I just got to get some tape. And, when this, one day I'm going to find the missing screw for this. It's going to be so good when I find it. It's going to be great. Right now I can't find it though. So I have to just kind of like hold this tight. But let me get the tumbler press powered on and ready. I don't, Judy. I should. I should, but I don't. What was what? This is the PYD Life. Like it'll hold your tumbler in place. But I lost my I lost one of the screws. I like this thing, but I lost one. I lost the screw that goes right there. I lost that. And I haven't asked Peter to get another one for me. Oh, okay. All right, let me bring this back up. All right, this is the HTVRONT tumbler press, the new one. So I'm going to use 390 degrees, 240 seconds, and I'm using 70 pounds of pressure. With this, it comes with these mats. Comes like the 4mm mat and a 2mm mat. And with the 20-ounce tumbler, you're supposed to use a 4mm mat. So that's what I'm going to use. And you're not supposed to use, according to this, you don't need butcher paper. So I haven't used any butcher paper. But if I was using a different tumbler press, I would. You have the Pinch Perfect? I have not tried that. I need to try that. That probably would make my life so much easier. I need to try it. So anyway, I turn my tumbler upside down. That's what I normally do. And I turn that, make sure you turn the image upside down too. And then just, you know, pull it super tight. But if if you've been with me for a while, you know I don't do a lot of tape, and I don't like, life is too short to be worried about that. Like, I just don't be worried about it that much. But I'm gonna do my best. That's it. I'm gonna do my best. I never seen a tumbler like, I can't drink out of that. It's not straight. It's not taped good. But you know, you tumbler connoisseurs, y'all do it right. Okay. So I'm gonna get a piece and just pull it. So I just have one to start, and then I just kind of go across a few times and then go down. That's what I do. The goal is just to not have any air get in there. You know what? While this is going, I can open that HTVRONT little mini. See how it's different from the other one. It's called the HTVRONT H1. That's what I have so far. No, I am not a fan at all of tape or glue or paint. At all. Like, people are like, oh, let's go do painting with a twist. You know what? I'm gonna meet y'all at the restaurant. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I don't like it. To me, that's enough. To me, this is enough tape. To me, this is plenty. This is actually a lot. I don't like all that tape. I just like, who gonna give me my tape back? Because I feel like if I use too much, somebody should give me some tape back. I'm not doing that. I mean, it might be. Anna, their tumblers are great and perfect and excellent. I just can't do it. I didn't tape this like that. I didn't do all of that. I did not do all of that. And it was fine. I just can't. I don't like to. I just don't. I can't do it because then I feel like somebody like who's gonna give me all my tape back because y'all somebody stole it. Because what are you doing? But anyway, the thing to know is you can set the size of your image in Leonardo Design Studio to match the size of your whatever it is, as long as your printer will print that big. So my printer will go up to 13 by 19 and I can set my image that size. And it's gonna cut for me, it's gonna do the things I needed to do. And I love that. I love that. And I'll do another like little demonstration. What a waste of time. What's a waste of time? Kevin Dignam? I don't know what you're talking about, but if you're talking about the fact that I'm talking, probably not the right channel for you. And it's fine. Let me see. Let me find something I can cut with my Romeo or Juliet. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, it's ready. Hold on, y'all. Let me find something. Let me find something. This is. Oh, that's pretty. Maybe this. There's a video. Oh, let me show you. I'll show you. Hold on. Download. I don't know about this one, but we'll see. Because the antenna is like super thin. But let me see if that'll work. Okay. Let's go back. Import. Download. Okay, we're gonna try that. All right, so with this, I'm going to wrap it in this. And what I do is put the seam down, like just down on the mat thing. And then when I put this inside here, I have to make sure I have on my gloves because it's like so hot. Let me get my gloves. If I was a pair of gloves, I have another pair that are already open. Let me see if I have one that's already open, y'all. Oh, right here. Let me see. You messed up one. Also, when you put this in, let me turn it so you can see it. When you put this in, make sure that it's like turned to the side a little bit. Roll this up. See that? So I have the seam facing down, and I have the opening like to the side. All right, and then I'm gonna press the R. All right. Okay, what happened? Heat tape is red. If I mess up one, I'll just, I don't know. I don't use it. All right, let me see. Let me go back. Hell. Let's go back in here. And so I just found this on Creative Fabrica, right? So I'm gonna just bring this in and I click next and then next. All right, so like that. Next. All right, so then let's just say I wanted to print this on 13 by 19. So I would change this to 13 by 19. And 13 by 19 is called Super B. 13 by 19 is called Super B. Super B, like that. And I set mine to print from the tray. And I'm gonna click OK right here. Super B, paper tray, like that. I'm click OK. So it changed the size right here. And I can put this on page marks and I can make this big. Let's see, make it big. Let's see if it'll still hug it. Let me see how big I can get it. All right. And so if I click send design, let me see. So it's going to print this and then it's going to cut that. So, but let me go back because I want it to hug the butterfly and not the paper. All right, so send to printer. I'm gonna click send to printer. Super B, blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna click OK, and I gotta get 13 by 19 paper. No, that's the dog next door. That Milo harasses. So here is the Super B, or it doesn't say it on here, but that's what it's called in the software, Super B. So I'm gonna print this. I'm supposed to be doing that little giveaway. There you go. Let me turn the camera this way so y'all can see it. I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna click OK. It's gonna give me a print preview. It should give me a print preview. Oh, look, see the arrow is over here, so I need to click cancel. So I want the arrow to be in the right spot. Hold on. Properties. I don't need to mirror here. Click OK. And click print. That's finished. All right, let me stop sharing this. Hey, Patrice D. All right, so let me go here for 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hopefully it'll let me do that. I'm gonna take that tumbler out in 1 second. I want y'all to see. Hopefully you can see that. See, don't look at my picture. All right, so this is printing on the 13 by 19. Y'all see that? Yeah. You're very welcome. Okay, so mine normally takes a long time to print, 13 by 19. Uh, thank you. Brenda Shoup made that for me. Can I press the tumbler twice? Why would you want to press it twice, Anna? I haven't done that. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. Anyway, I'm gonna let that finish printing. We're gonna go back over here to the tumbler. I'm gonna take the tumbler out and we're gonna look at it. Okay, because it's probably overcooking by now. But anyway, Valerie, if you missed that setting, it's called Super B. You probably just didn't see it. Super B, because you might have been looking for something that said 13 by 19. Thank you. And it doesn't say that. Patrice, I think we just had a bot in here. Oh, some weird dude. See that? Y'all see the smoke or no? The steam? I see it clearly on my side. But anyway, no butcher paper. There was no butcher paper because with the HTVRONT, it says you don't need it. Just use this. And it's super hot. I've been on here for a long time. Hold on. Y'all better be looking really cute, chickens. Y'all see how cute that is? Do you see how cute my tumbler is? Do you see how cute my tumbler is? It's so cute. Y'all better be over there being cute chickens. Y'all better be over there being cute chickens. Oh my gosh. Here's my scene. Right. I know you can barely see it, but it's like right there. And I printed it at the exact size, 9.375 by 8. I used 390 degrees for 240 seconds. I used 390 for 240. Okay, 390 for 240. And with this one, you can also set the pressure. I did 70 pounds of pressure. Okay. Isn't this so cute? And y'all see, I didn't tape the top or the bottom. Look at the bottom. Thank you. All right. Let's do the HTVRONT little mini press. I'm gonna let my Juliet cut that butterfly so y'all can just see that it, I wanted you to see how to print large from Leonardo Design Studio. And hopefully we've done that. Hopefully I have done that. No, and I don't think I think they tape to their liking. I just don't like to use a lot of tape because I just don't like to. I just don't. I don't know. And maybe that's why my tumblers never really come out, perfect, but they're good enough for me. They're good enough for me. Okay, thank you. All right, maybe I'll give this one, and I can't give this one away because this one is really, really good, but I could give this one away because this one is, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. This one is still cute. It's just, you just got an obvious seam. See that? Obvious, the seam right there is like super, I mean, it's obvious. See that? But on this one, it didn't do that. I didn't do that because I did a better job. I would say I did a better job of pulling it tight, and I did a better job of with this one. I was relying on this. I was relying on this, and with that screw missing, it wouldn't stay locked. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Thank you, Mary D. I think this, I mean, you gotta love chicken. You gotta love chicken to love this tumbler. And if you don't enter the giveaway. Be like, I don't even like chicken. Okay, that's fine. No chicken hate. We don't do chicken hate. We congratulate. All right. Oh wait. These come with the little thing that goes on the bottom. Even though I'm blind, don't worry about if I'm blind. You do? Yeah, it is. That's true. But I was relying heavily on that to help me with holding it in place. And it did shift, but all right, let's do it. Let me open it up. Do y'all want to do the HTVRONT tonight, or you want to do it another day? I'm perfectly fine if we don't do that today, because I know we've been on here for an hour and 52 minutes. Right, Cindy, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all want to do the HTVRONT? Okay, let's do it tonight. All right, let me open it and let's look at it. Let me give it its due diligence. All right, HTVRONT. It's called the H1. In order to win this, you will have to be in the United States, y'all. All right, there's a user manual. It's not a user manual. That's not true. These are the QR codes that will take you to the user manual. Little base. Oh, let me move this. Liz is so cute. It don't even look real. Oh. Why would they send me something? They know I'm blind. Okay, look. The girls brought the iron back. Okay, so there's how you change the temperature. So right now it's on off. And then if you turn it a little bit, it's on 1. You turn it again, it's on 3. Then there's a 2. Let's skip the 2. 2. See the 2? All right, let me plug it in. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. That's how it looks. It's so cute. Look at this. Isn't that so cute? Let me see how small it is in comparison to the this is the original. This was the first one I had. The original HTVRONT, and then they went to the bigger one. So in terms of size, this is the new one. This is the very, very first one that I had. See that? Isn't this so cute? No, listen, the girls brought the iron home. They brought the iron home, but I still won't be ironing. But anyway, so there's that. I can feel it heating up. I don't really have anything I can test with it, but you can see that it does power on and all the things. Let me show y'all this butterfly and let Juliet get to cutting it, and we're gonna do this giveaway. We're gonna get out of here. Here's the butterfly that I printed from Leonardo Design Studio. Isn't that so pretty? Let me make sure it's okay. So let me let Juliet cut this. All right. Oh, now it's green. The light is green. Something I could test. I have to find something to press. Something small. I don't even think I have anything super small. I don't even think I have anything super small. All right, let me put this back up here. I know I'm not doing a good job of like showing all the things that this can do, but what you need to know is that it's smaller than the original, and I would say it's the same in terms of anything else. What makes it this is different. The thing where you turn the knob on the side, that's different. It's smaller than this. You would have to scan the QR code to get the instructions. I want to get this cutting and then we're going to do the thing. Hold on, y'all. One thing about Juliet, it's going to do all the great things that Romeo can do. It really can. Is it still on? Did I unplug it? Let me see. I'm using a 12 by 12 mat, and this image is really big, so hopefully it'll still do what I need to do. Did I power it on? Girl. No, I did not. Oh, so no matter what you twist it to, it's all gonna be green, Kristen. All right, so I'm gonna put this in. Shout out to HTVRONT for doing all the things. This one is on Amazon. I think it's like they have a coupon which brings it down to $22.99 if you're interested in that little mini press. It brings it down to $22.99, something like that. I did leave it linked below if you are interested in it. All right, so I have it locked. And I have the blade right there, right above the triangle. We'll bring it up a little more. All right, and so good luck. I'm going to wish myself luck on cutting this because I'm cutting it a little close. All right, so I'm going to click send to cutter. Let's see this. Send to cutter. Ooh wee. So it's going to look for those lines. I might need to use a bigger mat. So it's beeping. That means it can't find it. Oh, man. Hold on. I'm trying to move the crosshairs down so I can find the... I might have to use a bigger mat, y'all. Let's see. Try it again. Try it again. No, it's not. It's not. So what I'll do... I'm gonna get over. Bringing it over a little bit. See if that'll help. See if that'll help. No. It's looking for it. Okay. going too far over. Another one cutting mat. It should be like that. Okay. Let's try it again. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. All right. Okay, let's try it again. Try it again. Okay. Come on. All right. No. It goes over there and it's going too far for some reason. And I don't know why. Why is it doing that? Do I need to... I can't see the chat right now, y'all. I don't know if y'all are saying something, but let's see if I get it. I'm using Caesar mat. See, let's see if that will help. Sorry. Let's see if that'll help. See if that. Might help. No, I'm trying on Juliet. She still work. She still work on Juliet. See if that makes a difference when we move in the rollers. All right, it's the last time. If it doesn't work this time, then I will play around with it in my own time. it's like it goes too far over. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. That's bothering me. It's going like all the way over here, and it shouldn't. It should be stopping. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I have to figure it out because I don't know why it's not doing it. I don't know. That's gonna bother me too. I wonder if, like, why? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure I can cut it with my Romeo, but really I should have been able to cut it with Juliet too. Because if I can't, then why is it an option? I don't know. Anyway, that's what yours does. I do, Kristen. I have it on the mat. Cutting mat. Hold on, let me change it to this 12 or 24. That still doesn't matter because what's happening is the housing is going too far over. And I don't know why it's doing that. Because it shouldn't. It shouldn't do that. And I keep pushing the cord. Anyway, it's getting late. Let me do the giveaway. It's fine. I'll just do the giveaway and I'll look at it another time. Oh boy. All right, let me change the settings. I have to turn on subscribers only, y'all, for the giveaway. Mm. 10 days. Giveaway. I gotta go and turn my turn on the U.S. residents only banners. All right. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to everyone. Let me see if I can figure this out again. Print and cut. What want to cut? Center cutter. Advanced to. Okay. This is gonna kill me. All right, let me see what y'all at. Where y'all at? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to everyone. Vicky S. Gemato 2. Congratulations. This is my email address, Vicky. Send me your mailing address and I will forward it to HTVRONT. They are sending out the little mini press. Congratulations to you. That is my email address. Send your mailing address and they will send the mini press out to you. You have 48 hours to claim your prize, Vicky. And if you don't claim it within 48 hours, someone else will be chosen. That's my email address, just like that, craftingwithdelonda@gmail.com. Don't add anything and don't take anything out. No extra dots or anything else. Okay, craftingwithdelonda@gmail. Congratulations to you. All right, congratulations. I don't recognize that name, but you've been here for at least 10 days, so thank you. All right, let me stop sharing. And let's do the tumbler really quick. The little chicken tumbler. For that, we'll keep it on the thing. We'll keep it on the 10 days. All right, let me go back to, am I sharing? Oh, sharing. Present, share screen. You still have to be in the United States though for this, because you can send the tumbler out of the country at this moment. All right, share and start. Okay, love for chicken. All right, love for chicken. This is for the chicken tumbler. This is for the chicken tumbler. The chicken tumbler. And I got to figure this out. Because I have no idea why it's not doing what I want it to. I wonder if I move it. if I move it over. I wonder if what is going on? All right, y'all ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck to everyone. Vicky, sit this one out. Vicky, sit this one out. Marjorie McClenathan, 9475. Congratulations. Also not a familiar name, but you must have been here for 10 days, so thank you. Congratulations to Marjorie. That's my email address, craftingwithDelonda@gmail.com. craftingwithdelonda@gmail.com. Congratulations to both of you. You have 48 hours to claim your prize. 48 hours from right now to just email me with your address, your mailing address, and I'll make sure your prize gets sent to you. Okay, thank y'all so much and congratulations. All right, hopefully we did accomplish the goal though, you guys, the other goal, which was to learn how to print large. Because I did print large. I didn't cut this, but I did print large. Hopefully it did still help you in some way. And you found this time together helpful. But our goal was to learn how to print large from Leonardo Design Studio Pro. And hopefully you did find this helpful. Place a mat close to the blade. I did. I tried that, Kristen, and then it still didn't. I'm very surprised that it's not cutting. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Super, super shocked that it's not cutting. I ain't even gonna lie. But hopefully y'all did find this helpful. And if this was your first time ever joining me, you know, for a live, welcome. Hopefully you found it helpful. I like to start with the goal, end with the goal. I like to talk to the people. And if this was not something that was helpful for you, I do have a lot of recorded tutorials. But feel free to watch those. Some people don't like the lives. I personally love them. But if it's not your thing, you don't have to stay. Don't ever feel like you have to stay, and you definitely don't have to let me know that, because I don't care about that. Honestly, I don't. So I want you to know that, okay? So there's that. All right. I know. Thank you. Tell Patrick that Juliet was cutting up, because I'm surprised. I'm surprised that it didn't cut. But anyway, let me say what I say about road rage, y'all. Please don't engage in road rage, no matter what. Don't engage in road rage. If somebody wants to go around you because you're going too slow, just let them go. Let them go around you. It's not a big deal. It's not going to be the end of the world because they went ahead of you. Like, y'all probably not even going to the same place anyway. Like, it's really, really, really not a big deal. Like, don't even let it be a big deal, okay? I know. Shutting it off. Okay, let me just try one more time. Let me just try one more time before I shut it off. Mary Brown, I sent out your stickers. Merritt Madison did a whole photo shoot of your sponsor. She did a whole photo shoot. Okay. On one of them, he looked like he was smiling, but I did send that one. I sent them out already. Let me try one more time. Send to Cutter. See, what's happening is that when it goes over here to the left, it's going too far and it won't go back. Like, I wish I could stop it from going. It's going beyond the mat and it won't go back. That's so crazy. Hey, look, you love medicine. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. And I appreciate you more than you know. I know you could have spent your time anywhere. And the fact that you chose to spend your time with me, I appreciate it very much. Yeah, I might have to do a calibration or something. I don't know. But I'm sure as soon as the live is over, it'll work. You know, that's how things happen. But anyway, hopefully y'all have a great holiday or Christmas or whatever you call it. We call it Christmas here in our house. But if I don't see you before then, but I should see you before then because I have all my whole schedule out. That is, it's in my community tab. It's also posted in my Facebook group. But thank y'all so much for being here today. Hopefully you did find it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like the video when the live is over. Hype it if you haven't used all your hypes. Share it with a friend who might need to know how to print from Leonardo Design Studio. And do all the things. But thank y'all for being here. And if nobody told you they love you, I love you. Okay. Thank y'all so much. That's a hug. That's a hug from me. Okay. All right. Love y'all so much. Bye, y'all.